The total length of all existing wall segments in China exceeds 21,196 kilometers. This measurement includes stone walls, earthworks, and natural defensive barriers like mountains and rivers. For centuries, historians viewed this structure solely as a static defensive barrier meant to block invaders. Modern archaeological data suggests a much more complex economic and political reality. The wall functioned as a massive border control system, regulating trade, taxing silk, and managing migration. It served as a physical manifestation of the divide between agricultural civilizations and nomadic pastoralists. Understanding this structure requires looking past the stone to the logistics of empire. Here's why that matters. The construction of these fortifications was a direct response to the movements of nomadic confederations. Groups like the Xiongnu and later the Mongols inhabited the Eurasian steppe, a vast grassland north of the Chinese heartland. These nomadic societies relied on highly mobile cavalry for survival and warfare. Their ability to strike quickly into sedentary agricultural regions presented a continuous existential threat to Chinese dynasties. During the Qin dynasty in 221 BCE, Emperor Qin Shi Huang ordered the connection of existing regional walls to create a unified northern defense. This was not a single continuous project but a series of overlapping fortifications built across multiple dynasties, including the Han and the Ming. The geography of the northern frontier required a barrier that could withstand rapid cavalry raids while providing high-ground visibility. This geological reality dictated the construction methods used across different centuries. The wall operated through a sophisticated system of signal towers and garrison stations. These towers were placed at regular intervals, often visible from one to another, to facilitate rapid communication. Using smoke signals by day and fire by night, soldiers could transmit messages across hundreds of kilometers in a single day. This communication network allowed the central government to react to border incursions with unprecedented speed. Beyond communication, the wall functioned as a military highway. The top of the wall, often wide enough for 5 horses to ride abreast, allowed for the rapid movement of troops and supplies across rugged terrain. This logistical advantage mitigated the difficulty of traversing steep mountain ridges. The wall also acted as a massive customs barrier. By funneling traders through specific mountain passes, the state could effectively monitor and tax the movement of goods like silk, tea, and salt. A common misconception is that the wall functioned as an impenetrable shield that successfully blocked all foreign incursions. Historical records show that the wall failed to prevent major invasions, such as the Manchu conquest that established the Qing dynasty in 1644. The wall was not a binary barrier but a filter. It was designed to control the flow of people and goods rather than to stop an army entirely. The presence of the wall actually encouraged certain types of trade by forcing merchants into regulated checkpoints. Instead of creating total isolation, the wall created a controlled environment for cultural and economic exchange. The effectiveness of the wall depended less on the thickness of the stone and more on the quality of the garrison troops and the efficiency of the signal system. It was a tool of management as much as a tool of war. The construction and maintenance of the wall required immense human and economic capital. During the Qin and Han dynasties, hundreds of thousands of laborers, including soldiers and peasants, were conscripted for construction. This massive mobilization of labor often strained the domestic economy and led to civil unrest. The cost of maintaining large standing armies along the northern border was a primary driver of taxation for many Chinese dynasties. This economic burden often became a factor in the collapse of dynasties, as the cost of defense sometimes outweighed the revenue generated by the controlled trade routes. The wall represents the tension between the desire for security and the economic reality of maintaining a massive border. It is a physical record of the high price of geopolitical stability. The Great Wall was more than a military fortification. It was a complex instrument of statecraft, economic regulation, and social control. It served as a tool to manage the intersection of two vastly different ways of life, the nomadic steppe and the sedentary empire. While it did not provide absolute security,